Alright, so I want to show you something actually really stinking cool today and that I find ridiculously fascinating. It's kind of the concept of like burbles, wingsuit vortices, wingtip vortices and all that kind of stuff. You've heard that with like planes and whatnot, right? But I want to show you an actual version of that in the sky. So the best way to capture this is actually if I turn my camera 180 degrees to where it's facing behind me. Because obviously the burble is behind me. What's going to happen here is basically Jacob is going to get out of the plane first. He'll deploy his parachute. I've already talked to the pilot. He's going to give me like a 180 degree turn to the right so I can keep visual on Jacob. But once Jacob floats down just a little bit, he flies a little bit more, gets some altitude difference between us, then I'll jump out and fly right next to him. Or basically cut him off right in front of him. I'm going to be coming from his top right corner, like kind of behind him. Basically the goal is to get my burble to cross or cut his canopy off, and hopefully that just kind of like sends a turbulent wake to his canopy, which makes his canopy go like blah, blah, blah. Alright, so at this point Jacob's out of the plane, he's got a good parachute, he's flying directly south, and we end up going on a 360 degree turn so that when I get out of the plane I'll be approaching him from the north. So I get out of the plane, exit, and start flying and adjusting my flight path to basically try and fly right by him. So as you can see right now, we're looking at the back of my wingsuit, and essentially you can see well, you can't really see them, but the vortices are actually coming off either wing, either vortices, whatever you want to call them, or burble, either way. He's going to be coming on screen shortly here from the right of the screen, and you'll kind of see what ends up happening. I'll play it back in slow motion, but here he is. So you can see that ripple effect that kind of goes right across his entire canopy. And I'll zoom in here for you just a little bit. But yeah, you can see how it kind of, since his canopy is actually moving forward, you see the result of the burble and the air turbulence behind my wingsuit. Here's one more view for you in fast motion. Boom, just like that. I do want to add one little disclaimer to this. This is not a one-time, hey man, you go fly your parachute and let me fly by you and see how close I can get to you and try and burble your canopy and whatnot. I've done probably 75 to 100, maybe even more flybys within the last few years. I absolutely love them. I try and do them pretty much anytime that I can because it's so cool to have a reference point, and honestly people love doing this or seeing a wingsuit fly by at such high speed. So first of all, thank you, Jacob, for trusting me to not hit you, for one. Here's another one that I did on Brandon. So as he kind of comes by here, you'll see this one actually is a little bit more pronounced, and yeah, front of his canopy kind of buckled a little bit more. You see that wave kind of go across him. Alright, so before all of you guys start jumping in the comments saying this is so dangerous, how could he try and collapse his canopy and all that kind of stuff, guys, these canopies are loaded at between 1 and 2 pounds per square foot of canopy, and that's essentially like putting a 1 pound dumbbell on a 1 square foot piece of fabric. They are extremely stable. The worst that really can happen with this is it throws him into slight twists. Even if that, I'll play it back so that you can see how much of an effect at real time that it actually affects the canopy. It doesn't affect the canopy that much. It's really just a cool visual to kind of see what's going on with the burble and whatnot. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys found it fascinating as I do, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, make sure to click the link below, turn on notifications for new videos, because I'm gonna start doing a little bit more like educational videos like this, just so that you guys can see the more technical side of skydiving, which is what I really love seeing. So thank you guys for watching. Hit that subscribe button and the like button. Have a good one, guys.